Hey everybody, it's Jane from Jane Stitches. Welcome. This is block number F8, Church Window of the Dear Jane Quilt. It's a fun block to put together. It's a lot of little pieces, pure hand piecing. I'm doing hand piecing. I'm not doing any machine or English paper piecing or foundation paper piecing. I'm hand piecing. And this was a lot of fun to put together. So if you watch on, I show you the order that I put it together. And that's the most important thing, is how to make these units and put them together. So have fun, watch on, let me know what you think. So here is a little layout of all the pieces, and there are many, of block number F8, and it's called Church Window, and it is really a beautiful block. I diagrammed it so I know what's going to be my feature fabric, what's going to be my background fabric. I have to do that, otherwise I will get lost. And then I have to lay it out, because this really is the only way for me to organize how I'm going to put this together. So I looked at it, and what I'm going to do is first piece these in this middle square, this row, this row, this row, piece those together, so then I have those 3 rows. Then I'm going to piece these triangles on, and then I'm going to piece these corner triangles, this, this, and this, into units, sew those on to the main square or diamond, actually. Then I'm going to piece the 3 borders and sew those on. So this is really just wonderful hand piecing, nothing fancy, no applique. It's just a lot of little pieces. So let's start. I'm going to take these 3, move that over. All right, and then here's my needle. Let's get closer. All right, here's how I make a knot. I'm using a straw needle and YLI soft touch thread, 100% cotton. That's all I use. I use cotton thread. 1, 2, 3. You pinch, and then you just pull that to the end, and you get a really nice knot that's not going to come out. If you do a knot like this, where you roll it and do that, it could come out. So this one's a little bit more secure. So I just take my piece, put that over like this, and I'm using applique pins, and I pin into the intersection of my sewing lines that are drawn. And if you want to know exactly how I mark, or the different ways, I will link to a video in the description where I show you how I do that. All right, I'm just coming out to the corresponding intersection in the back. And I'm just going to use 1 pin. I don't need to pin all the way across. And then grab my needle, get the threads off my finger, go through the intersection at the beginning, line it up, and you can see I have labeled all of my pieces. This is J, because they're, again, let me show you, there's a lot of pieces, and some of them are similar, so you don't want to, you know, get confused trying to figure out, well, was this J, was it H, what was it? Okay, so there I am. Take my first stitch. Excuse me, it's allergy season starting. And I always flip to the back to make sure I am going through the sewing line on the back. Do a back stitch. And then you just stitch across. The smaller your stitches, the stronger your seam will be. You can do back stitches through. I usually do like every 4 stitches, I'll put in a back stitch like this. And then I'm just going to sew to the ends. And do one more back stitch. Little tiny one. And then I knot this off. One, two, put my needle on my pin cushion, snip. I leave a little bit of a tail just in case if it's too close, it could unravel. And then I'll finger press this. Now I don't know yet. I haven't decided how I'm going to press, but I do finger press both ways. So towards the light, towards the dark, right? Just to get it kind of used to it. And that's how I hand piece. You do not sew through your seam allowances because first of all, it would be difficult sewing through all this. It's going to add a lot of bulk. I have less of a choice on which way I do want to press my seam allowances to make everything lay flat, so we don't sew through them. All right, I'm going to carry on, and when I have my middle square all pieced, I'll meet you back here and we'll put those triangles on. Okay, our little center section is finished. I had to take it off my patchwork board because this is the pressing side and I needed to press it. And let me show you how I did that. This is very satisfying. You get these nice little swirls or pinwheels, but you can see how I did it. And if I had sewn through my seam allowances, this wouldn't be possible. And this really helps our little pieces to lay flat and cuts down on bulk. All right, so the next thing to do are these triangles. So I'm going to put these on like this, sew them across, and remember this is on the bias, so be careful to not stretch it. And also remember, as you're going through, let me find my, I lost my needle. Oh, there it is. As you're going through, you stitch up, you go through the seam allowance like this. There it is, and then you keep stitching. All right, I'm gonna get those 4 triangles put on, and then we'll make these little units. Here is church windows, or church window, all done. Yes, F8, and love it. It's a great, just pure hand piecing block. My hands are all, you can see from the graphite from my pencil, my hands are a mess. So be careful if you're working with light fabrics for sure. But this was time consuming, but a fun block to put together. Just, as I said, pure hand piecing, and love it. So it's done. It's called Church Window F8. Let me know where you're at with your Dear Jane quilt. This, I think we're up to 14, I think. I don't count because there's just so many of them. But have fun, happy stitching. Make sure you subscribe. I've got lots of great spring projects that I'm going to be posting. Take care, everybody.